Episode 125. Punishment. This sudden change left Jake Robinson and Miranda dumbstruck.
What happened?
Miranda was a bit dazed, checking the tablet. It was fully charged. However, after looking through all the files, she failed to find the footage from Australia that had cost her a lot of effort. What's wrong? Miranda looked puzzled. It was just playing, and now it's gone. The video would very soon come to a crucial point, when Jake pushed Lila away and went out of the room. However, it blacked out before that. In the eyes of those who did not know the truth, everything was left to the imagination. Jake's face immediately dimmed as he commanded, "Solve it." Miranda cringed and said, "I'll call Drake Howard and ask him."
You do that.
Jake thought about it and said,
I'll talk to him.
When Drake received the phone call, he was sleeping. Seeing it was from Miranda Young, he immediately answered.
Hello, my dear Miranda. Have you missed me?
Jake felt suddenly disgusted and said coldly,
Yes, I have missed you.
Hearing Jake's voice, Drake shuddered and immediately sat up, saying,
It's you! I thought it was Miranda.
Checking his phone, Drake Howard made sure it was Miranda's number, and then was confused why Jake would call him using her phone.
What about the thing I asked you to do? All done. Didn't Miranda bring it to you? Yes. Then? Why are you calling me? It's gone.
Drake was speechless and suddenly had a terrible presentiment.
What do you mean?
Jake told him what had happened in one sentence. Drake quickly got up, turned on his computer, and immediately saw a provoking message, which rendered him in fury. It said, Best Hacker Z, you're welcome to fight back, followed by a huge smiley face. Damn it! Drake Howard bristled. I was hacked! Not paying any attention to Jake, he quickly hit the keyboard. The person who had hacked into his computer was not that skillful. Drake could tell that he had tried to conceal his whereabouts. However, under his watch, he had nowhere to hide. Easily finding the IP address of that person, Drake Howard looked through the details and found this person to be one of those hired by Lila Cox. Fuck! Drake Howard growled. This guy again. Jake's face became even darker as he asked, How about the footage? Footage? Drake stared his eyes wide and immediately clicked into his encrypted folder. It was hacked as well. Full of pride, Drake Howard did not set his own security bar too high, only leaving a few traps to hack the possible hackers back. However, this person risked being hacked back and deleted the footage from his computer. Drake Howard was about to go mad. What do we do now? The video is gone. Listening to this, Jake chuckled, which sounded dark and dangerous. Drake Howard trembled. He knew very well that his friend was really mad this time. Being smart, Drake quickly said, I'll go steal another. Give me 10 minutes. No, 8. 7 minutes. Then he simply hung up and found the server of the hotel. However, the folder that contained the footage on that day was empty. Shit! Hearing Drake cursing, Jake knew what was going on. Tightening the grip on Miranda's phone, Jake looked so stern that Miranda stepped back a little. Damn it. Her boss was really mad this time. Even she had not seen him being so pissed off. Did Drake Howard really make any mistake at this crucial moment? Looking at Miranda's face, Mrs. Cox sneered inwardly. "This is your evidence? I saw clearly that he went inside my daughter's room." That video broke off at that point just now, so what had happened was evident. Carson Robinson was completely disappointed. Hitting the table, he roared, "Jake Robinson, on your knees." Jake tossed the phone back to Miranda. Although his face looked gloomy, his tone was extremely calm. "You go back first." Miranda heard his words and quickly nodded, running away. Her boss's father was even more formidable than her boss himself. Would Jake really kneel? If he did that, wouldn't that be like pleading guilty? The more Miranda thought about it, the more uncomfortable she felt. Then, she took up her phone and called Serena. After Miranda Young left the room, Jake closed the door of the study and walked towards his father. "It's not mine." Jake's gaze was firm with a hint of mockery. "You are my father, so I don't dare to disobey you. However..." "So get down on your knees!" Mrs. Cox bristled. "Little bastard!" "Shut up!" Mr. Cox stopped her. However, seeing Jake Robinson like that, he was overjoyed inwardly. "Isn't this brat capable? His father will punish him now." Unexpectedly, Jake did not get down on his knees, but slowly unbuttoned his jacket, as elegant as a noble man going to a banquet. He looked gloomy, but his moves were very graceful. Lila was enraptured, holding her belly, feeling rejoiced. She was so lucky to bear his child. Jake took off his jacket and threw it on the floor, saying quietly, "I'm ready." Carson Robinson was first dazed and immediately thought of something. Gritting his teeth, he bristled at his son. "Jake, I will never admit to something I have never done." Jake had a sardonic expression on his face. "You know this, right?" In the Robinson family, the junior generation cannot disobey the order of the senior generation. If anyone goes against this rule, he or she must be punished. Jake was ready to take the punishment. Nola Robinson, aware of this fact, was terrified. She stood in front of Jake and said, "Jakey, you can talk this out. Don't make your father angry. Just kneel and say you're sorry." "I said it is not me. That child Lila bears is not mine." Jake interrupted Nola. "My family name is Robinson, and theirs is Cox. Why do you choose to believe them over me? Mom? Dad? I am very disappointed." Feeling furious, Carson Robinson turned around to get the birch behind his desk. The birch had been in the family since the generation of Jake's great-grandfather. It was very rarely used. About 2 fingers wide, the birch would cause serious damage.